Welcome to CEO Insights. I'm Marilyn de Guzman with investingnews.com. We're here at VRIC and I'm speaking with Alexandre Boivin, CEO of Quimbaya Gold. Hi, Alex.
Hi, Marilyn.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you again.
So maybe let's get right onto it. Your projects are located in Colombia. Colombia has been misunderstood for exploration and mining. Can you tell me more about this country and why you're there?
Yes, so in 2010, I seen the biggest bull run market of gold in Colombia. There were approximately 100 juniors at that time. Since that moment, we have seen a bear market in the juniors for sure. And what happened, it's like everybody was going in other sectors, but definitively mining production were continuing in Colombia. And I see that many big groups as entering not so long ago in Colombia. I mean, we're looking at the group that they have done Continental Gold, sold to Sijin for around 1.9 billion. Now they're doing collective mining. They're doing very well. Also, Iris Mining was Grand Colombia Gold. Now they're doing very well. Colombia has a lot of potential. It's the most underexplored country in all South America. It has changed a lot. It's going very good in Colombia, I would say. And Medellin, it's like the third most tourist place in the world, third city on the top tourist place in the world right now. So I would say that Colombia is moving forward, and it's how can I say, we have seen very good licensing in the last few years, like B2 Gold Gravalote, now a San Cudo project in Earnest Metal a week ago. We have seen Marmato get permitted. So Colombia, huge exploration potential, and the big guys from the industry are already there. So I think that as a very good country to create value.
Mm-hmm. So within Colombia, let's talk about your projects. You're focused in one particular province, Antioquia. Could you talk about this province and what aspects of it attracted you to it?
Yes. My criteria to make an acquisition or criteria in Quimbaya Gold, it has to be in Antioquia. So that department, province, what I have seen in the last few years, decade, let's say, the majority of the success story happened in Antioquia. Why? 50% of the gold is from Antioquia, all the production in Colombia, all the infrastructure, all projects are accessible by road. Also, there is a big mining, mindset in Antioquia. The majority of all the mining companies, their office is in Medellin. So that's first thing. The second thing, there is a lot of historical mines. So in Antioquia, it has been mined for many years. Example, in Segovia, like we're talking 500 years plus, and other places. So there is a lot of indication where there is gold because artisanal miners are already there, and there is historical mines. And what I have seen, that's the best district to develop. I will say that there is two big companies right now doing very well. Iris Mining, Marmato, that's their second project that they got permitted. It's in Caldas. And also Collective Mining, doing very well in exploration. It's in Caldas, but it's neighbor touching Antioquia, so at the south of Medellin. So I would say that for me, it's the best place to be in Colombia.
And maybe talk about, for our viewers who may not be familiar with your project, may you talk about a little bit more about your projects and why they're compelling?
Yeah, so our flagship project, the Jaime project, is in Segovia. Why we really like it? First, it's because we're surrounded by producer. Second, it's the second, I think they were first, and now they're the second Iris great gold mining production in the world, Iris Mining Segovia. Also, they are upgrading their production. They passed from 2,000 tons per day to 3,000 tons per day. It's around 500 million US sales yearly. They're around 1 billion market cap. That said, in their NI 42-101, all the vein system going northeast. So if we look at their orientation, they pass on our asset. And also, it's going at depth like at 2 kilometers, and they are 30 degrees east. So we have on our asset all, let's say, the deep potential of all the vein system. So that's why we're very excited. There is already artisanal miners, some little gold production. We know there is gold, we just don't know how much. So we're in, let's say, an already international district for mining gold. So that's why we're very focused with the Jaime project. The rest of the portfolio has already like good indication of gold deposit, and same trend of, let's say, we have Maitamac project, it's porphyries, more like copper gold type of deposit in the central Cordillera. But we know there is gold. Now the next step, let's say, it's to prove the amount of ounces and make it feasible for production at one point later.
So maybe talk about then, you have these land packages. What's your strategy for financing your exploration?
Yeah, so definitively, like what costs the most in an exploration company, it's the drilling. So us, we have been able, first what we did, we did package very nice portfolio of asset. Second, we did exploration. We proved that our potential is there. Third, we have partnership with Independence Drilling, 400,000 meters over 5 years. How that works, it's every time we call a campaign, example, we want to do 4,000 meters, they can take shares or cash or half, or we have a deal. So that will definitively help us drilling for paying in shares, so we don't have to raise the money necessarily and pay it back. So that help us. And we have a strong shareholder base definitively from Europe, family offices. And I will say that there is more and more attention on Quimbaya Gold because like the market is coming back and our neighbor are doing very well. And us also, new technical team got in, okay? So we have, let's say, Ricardo Sierra, it was for Continental Gold, sold for 1.9 billion. He worked with Collective, he worked with Anglo American. We have Nicolas Lopez, he was, let's say, for IM Gold, country manager, and also was VP exploration for Mineros. And we have also Dr. Stuart Redwood, and he found Marmato that he sold to Grand Colombia Gold, and now it's Aris Mining. And he's our technical advisor. It's a legend, not only in Colombia, but the Cordillera of the Andes. So, I mean, with that, I think it's giving more and more credibility of what we're doing.
Yeah, and that's a good point. And I think, investors are always interested to know, the people behind the project.
Exactly.
So, for the beginning of the year, can you talk about the plans for 2025? What's the exploration targets?
Yes, that's the real question, and that's the most exciting part because, when you start a company, you always have to adapt. It's not easy to start. We started with 1,000 hectares. Now we have 59,000 hectares. So first, like I repeat myself, but we build a portfolio. You go get the right people, or you have it already, but let's say you can improve your team because you're getting better and bigger. And right now, so we're doing LiDAR on our Tahami project. That's where we're going to focus 100% of our energy for 2025. So LiDAR, we're doing some geochemistry mapping, finalizing, let's say, the little tune-up of our drill program. And hopefully, like in March, April, we will start drilling 4,000 meters. We're looking to do 4,000 meters. And after that, we will see the result going out. And we think that we have 1.8 kilometers strike, approximately 3 vein system passing by our asset. And we will prove that strike first. And after that, we'll go at depth to prove it. And the neighbor, they have results down there up to 2 kilometers. So it's orogenic vein system. It's well known to be 2 to 5 kilometers long and going at depth. We're looking 1 to 4 meters width vein system, and the neighbor has measured and indicated resources for 16.1 grams per ton. So we're looking for high grade, and so when we do the phase one, depends on the result, we can accelerate very fast. at another campaign and let's say bringing news flow every 2 weeks or something like that. So that and the real challenge is not to find the veins, we already have it. It's to find the ore shoots. So the ore shoot and this type of veins, like example, Iris Mining Segovia, last ring campaign, they had up to 800 grams per ton. But sometimes, like, you can pass on the other side. And so we really have to focus to find the ore shoot, creating the potential reserve. And after that, definitively, it's going to be easy to permit and go to production because already everyone around us are producer. And it takes 10 months in Colombia to get a permit if it's accepted. And so I think that's the game plan. So definitively gold discovery with good potential and defining the most resources that we can to create a mine or sell it or do a joint venture, whatever.
Sounds like a good plan and a busy year ahead.
Yeah.
Thanks, Alex, for taking the time to speak to me today.
Thank you very much, Marilyn, and see you soon.
See you. And thanks, everyone, for watching. Join us again next time for another edition of CEO Insights. If you like this video, like or leave a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. And if you haven't already done so, subscribe to our YouTube channel for more exclusive interviews and updates.